Hi yogis, Shan here. Today we're going to go through a side body lengthening practice with Parsvakonasana or Utthita Parsvakonasana, which is extended side angle pose. So you need a mat and potentially a block. So let's go ahead, come onto the mat. We'll start in tabletop. Wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Take a moment to center yourself, ground through the floor. Inhale, drop your belly down towards the earth, look up. Exhale, arch the spine, draw the chin towards the chest. 2 more cat-cows. Inhale, belly down, gaze goes up. Exhale, arch the spine, chin to chest. 1 more inhale, drop the belly, look up. Exhale, arch the spine, draw chin to chest. Good. Inhale, come to neutral. Walk your hands forward. Separate your knees as wide as the mat, big toes together. Exhale, press your hips towards your heels. Take a deep breath in. And a big breath out. Inhale, rise back up to your palms. Spin your left foot towards the outer left side of the mat. Stretch your right foot back, your right heel down. Reach your right arm up. Take a deep breath in. Exhale out. Good. 1 more deep breath in. As you exhale, take that arm up and overhead. Big side stretch. Full breath in. And out. Good. Draw the hand behind the head as you inhale, lift your sternum. Exhale, tap elbow to knee. Inhale, extend long. Exhale, tap elbow to knee. 1 more, inhale, extend long. Exhale, tap your elbow to your knee. Grab your own shin, walk that foot wide into the top of your mat. Spin your left foot behind you. Melt your hips towards the front corner of the mat. Walk your hands to the inside of that foot, coming into dragon. Option to stay here if you have the capacity to lower to your forearms, do so. Isometrically hug your front foot and your back knee towards one another. Your front knee in towards the midline. Your right hip back towards the back heel. Take a deep breath in and out. 1 more deep breath in and out. On your next inhale, tuck your back toes, lift your back knee, firm your legs towards each other. Slowly start to climb into your high lunge. So front knee is working towards a 90-degree angle. You might back up on that a little bit. Pulling the front ribs in, belly back. Arms can stay on the hips or inhale, reach them up to the sky. Deep breath in and up. 1 more deep breath in and out. Right hand comes to your right hip. Extend long through the left arm and then exhale, laterally bend over towards the right. Keep hugging the legs towards the midline, pulling up through the pelvis, drawing in through the navel to create stability. Deep breath in and out. Either taking your left elbow across your left thigh or placing the left hand to the inside of your right foot, extending your right arm up. If you've taken the elbow across the knee, plant the palms together. Deep breath in and out. 1 more deep breath in and out. Lower your palms back to the mat, lower your back knee to the earth. Step your right foot back to meet your left, coming into a table. Then we're going to go to the other side. So my butt's not facing you, I'm going to spin around. You stay as you are. Spin your right foot towards the outer edge of your long side of your mat as you extend your left leg back. Keeping your right hand down, reach your left arm up. Take a deep breath in and out. Beautiful. Keep pulling up through your armpit as you exhale. Take the left arm up and overhead. Nice big yummy side stretch. Deep breath in and out. Good. Taking the hand behind your head, lifting your left foot off the floor as you exhale. Tap elbow to knee. Exhale. Inhale to extend. Exhale to tap, keeping the standing arm firm. Inhale, extend. Exhale, tap your elbow to your knee, this time grabbing your shin, guiding, stepping that foot to the top of your mat, spinning your right foot back, walking your hands to the inside of your left leg as you melt your hips down. Option again to lower your forearms to the ground, breathing in Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. If you're on your forearms, start to press back to your palms. Lifting that back knee off of the mat. Firming your belly, hugging your knees in towards each other without moving them as you extend the arms up overhead or hands on your hips. Inhale. Fighting for that 90-degree angle if possible. If not, just go to your depth. Left hand comes to your hip. Inhale, extend through your right middle fingers. Exhale, tip over towards the left. Keep creating stability by hugging the legs towards the midline. Inhale. Exhale. One more inhale. Taking a twist as you exhale, so either elbow to knee or right hand to the earth, left arm to the sky. Again, continuing to find stability within the dis-ease or the shaking. Hugging in towards the midline, stabilizing through ease-filled breath. Last deep breath in and out. Excellent job. Take your hands to the floor. This time, step your back foot to meet your front. Coming into Uttanasana, forward fold. Bend the knees as much as you need. Let the head hang heavy. Move the jaw around. Maybe wiggle the shoulders a bit. One more breath in and out. Plant your palms on the mat. Step your feet to the back of the mat, plank pose. Either from your toes or your knees. And then softly lowering down to your forearms. Spin your right hand towards the left top corner of the mat. Roll open either onto your knees or stacked on your feet for side plank on your forearm, either way. Left hand can stay on the hip or extend your left arm to the sky. Inhale, bridge your hips a bit higher. Really push down through that forearm. As you exhale, tap your hips down. Maybe recorrect that forearm, send middle fingers all the way facing the long side of the mat. Inhale to lift up. Exhale, tap. Two more. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, tap. One more. Inhale, lift up. Push through that standing arm. Exhale, tap. Bringing yourself down through kind of a Sphinx pose. Pull your chest through. As you exhale, firm your belly. Roll over either onto your knees or tuck your feet, outer blades of the foot onto the ground. Inhale to lift up. Exhale, tap. Really push down through your arm. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, tap. Two more. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Rolling back to your forearms, either through plank or through your Sphinx pose. Pause here. Inhale. Exhale. Lower your knees to the ground. And then spin to face the long edge of your mat, so opening up through the groin. We're going to take the knees nice and wide, flexing through the feet. You might even, if you have blankets around you, place them underneath your knees. On your hands, push your hips back so that they line up with your knees. And then maybe lowering down to your forearms into frog pose. This is a shot in the Furby, isn't it? Feels great. Breathe here. Two more breaths. Start to walk your palms underneath your shoulders, tuck your toes. Walk yourself into Utthita Parsvakonasana, wide leg forward fold. Straightening the legs to the best of your ability. They might be bent. Hands as far in between the feet as possible. Let the head hang heavy. Deep breath in and out. One more deep breath in and out. Good. Toe heel your right foot out to the side. Bend your right knee a lot. Keep your left leg straight. Walk your right forearm to your thigh, setting up for side angle. We're going to try two things with the hip. So first, take your left hand to your right hip, pull it back in space. So you get that nice long space in your groin and more length in the back outer hip. Okay, from here, push down into your right forearm like side plank. Sweep the left arm up and overhead. Firm your belly on your exhale. Rotate your right ribs to your left ribs on your inhale. Good. Keep pushing into that arm like side side plank, so we're not caving forward. Keep pulling the right hip back, so we're elongating the right inner thigh muscles. Beautiful. Inhale to stand up. Straighten that leg, turn your toes. Switching sides. Left forearm comes to the left thigh. Right hand hugs the left hip to pull the pelvis back. So you're tipping the pelvis. Then taking that right arm up and overhead, pushing down into that forearm like side plank. So there's a lift here. So this is one way we can do it. I'm toning the back quadriceps to keep my back knee safe, pressing that hip back. Very much feels like how we enter triangle, often where we push the hips. We're going to try it a different way in a moment. So take a deep breath in and out. Good. Inhale, rise up, straightening that leg. Now this is where you might want your block. You might not. You might keep the forearm on the ground, or sorry, the thigh. If you want to go deeper, you might play around with the block going to the outside or the inside of the foot. Now, let's check out what it's like not to pull the hip back and to keep the hips level, more like warrior two. So first, with the right toes towards the short edge of the mat, long toes towards the left leg towards the long edge of the mat, come into warrior two. And for a moment, do some Shakira. Move those hips, BBs. Okay, and then find hip points level, shoulders over hips. So take side angle from that perspective. Try not to tip the hips back. Instead, keep them fixed. And then instead of pushing away, this idea, can you come in close? So I'm drawing the knee towards the armpit towards the knee. Maybe my hand is on the block, maybe it's on the ground. I'm shortening that space and then extending the arm up. So just checking where we feel this difference. You might still be here, but keeping the pelvis level instead of pressing the hip back. And just noticing what you feel. For me, it's a little bit more compressive in my standing front leg, but I get much more of a upper side waist stretch. So just observe and breathe. Maybe rotating the bottom ribs up to the top. Last deep breath. Inhale to rise up. Turn your right toes to the long edge of the mat, left toes to the short. Maybe placing your block if you use that on the other side. Taking your arms out, inhale. Bending your left knee as close to 90 as possible. Adjust my stance. Check that your hips are level. Maybe, palpate your own hips. Then exhale, laterally bend. Right hand down to a block, right forearm to your thigh. Maybe right hand to the floor. I'll try it with the block this time. Not focusing on pulling the hips back, but keeping the hips level. You can see that lateral flexion is deeper there. Don't worry about it, low battery. I'm gonna keep recording. So, yeah, hips are tipping, hand is down, arm is reaching, keep breathing, stay there. Notice the sensations you're experiencing, one more breath. And inhale, rise back up, great work. Whew. Exhale, draw the feet in. Take yourself back down to Parsvakonasana. Lower your knees to the ground. And we'll close it out with a little back bend. Option to take your block in between your legs just to give you some feedback for camel. You might also fold the mat over to give your knees a resting point, possibly tucking the toes behind you. Squeezing the block as you inhale to lengthen your spine. Exhale, maybe walking the hands back to the heels. If that's too much, keeping the hands on the low back, focusing just the heart and the head to lean back. Squeeze on the block if you have it. Deep breath in. Slow, steady breath out. One more deep breath in. And out. Good. Chin comes towards chest. Releasing the block. Sitting down either crisscross applesauce or on your heels. Either coming all the way into Shavasana or resting for a moment here in your seated pose. Close your eyes. We'll take 3 final conscious breaths together. So empty out on an exhale. Inhale deeply. Exhale fully. Inhale deeply. exhale fully. Last one, inhale. Exhale. Draw your hands either to your belly and your heart if you're reclined, or to your heart center. Take a moment to find something you're grateful for. Stay here as long as you need. Thank you for practicing with me today. Namaste.